Okay, this is the continuance of the savannah build. This is if you got the resources gathered in advance, this is approximately how much building mass you can put down in approximately an hour of playing. There will be added a gate in the end of that wall that leads into this troll crafting station. We have gotten a map room. With anti-climbing fences added to it. If we take the elevator one more floor up, you will see that this map room also have the room enough for having a animal pen on top of it. And on the Swagger's Rock there has been now built a house on the top of the rock, which you can see in between all the building masses. And there are also a couple of buildings, one all the way to the left of the rock and one beneath the house on the top, which will then house all the crafting stations, like the blacksmith bench, the furnaces, carpenter's bench, artisan, and all the other crafting stations needed for making all that you're gonna have use for in this game. So that's what you can make then in 1 hour time of building. Let me just quickly jump down here. There will also be added a gate here, a gate on both sides of this rock that keep this animal pen in this area sheltered from, because the big elephants down on this savannah they usually take some strolls around this cliff, and if they come onto some building mass they will probably start bumping into it and trying to destroy it, and these huge elephants make quite a mess and damage. They would very quickly destroy or damage the elevator, so it doesn't really can be used anymore or taken down without repairing it. Now you can quickly take it down and so have your cliff a little bit more secured from attackers from outside, and of course some fences for preventing climbing onto the top of it. Okay, let me just quickly then ride up here and show you then. Here we got the surrounding areas. Quite a big savannah, quite full of animals, lots of tiger pops you can then just take. This is the outer wall with room for archers and room for them to shoot downwards with using this granulated wall. So, and you got easy converting those trolls over there into all those NPCs over there into trolls. Yeah, generate a wall around this whole area, and these two buildings here, which I then will use for housing the craft stations. Like here you can put up furnaces, blacksmith benches. Adding one more floor to it, or even two, will make room for much more space, and adding at least all the space you need for putting up crafting stations. And so in this area also this smaller part room easy used for storing chests, cupboards, and so boxes for housing your supplies or whatever needed. But plenty of room, as you see. You can easily build 1 or 2 floors extra in this building for housing even more craft stations if necessary. So, and let me get up one more. This is the access up to this part, and using this elevator. So then you get over to the living quarters, which will be in this part, with adding some bed and maybe 1 or 2 more floors for having kitchen and other accommodations, and an outer wall with fences, and an elevator also here. And take a quick trip around. Oh shit, fuck. Sorry, language. Okay. Okay, let's go up again. Quite nice, this place. I like the view here. It's look very cool. It's a kind of pretty area, but it's really ravaged by sandstorms and without any good shelter. And you also would need water supplies with adding a well into these areas, and that will be room enough for a well out in this front end here. So you have your water supplies nearby. There are also a little lake over there, a really small one with a lot of rhinos and elephants around it, so at low level it's very easy to get yourself killed down there if you're not fast enough with resupplying your water supply. So yeah, and was on the way up to the top of this building here, and here we got a religious altar, the Abyss of Jog. Kind of cool looking altar, and a really good nice view from this point. But all these buildings, it's probably 1 hour of building if you have gathered all the resources in once, made up all the walls you need and all the foundations you need, it's not that really much you need. So kind of quick to build. So now we got the religious altar for having our avatar, god avatar to call for, and the animal pen, the troll, the willow paint for converting NPCs into your private trolls, for having fighters and workers on the crafting stations, and to that, under that bridge over there in the background, you got the den on the other side with tier 4 trolls and all needed. But I really like the view. It's kind of a relaxing, soothing place. And it's lots of resources nearby, like ironstone. It's all on, just like in 5 minutes running from here you can gather lots and lots of supplies. One thing that might be a little bit more scary is the amount of wood, but you get wood and stones really nearby, so it's really no problem getting all the resources that you need in this area. But due to the sandstorms and such, the sandstorm mask is really recommended, which I'm wearing now. It's too easy to die out here if you're being caught by surprise by a sandstorm, and in a sandstorm you really don't see more than a meter or two in front of you, some feet, 3-4 feet visibility. So if you then nighttime in this game, it's really so pitch dark, so wandering around it's not the smartest thing if you don't go here prepared. But otherwise it's recommended for really easy harvesting, lots of food, and easy access to lots of leather, just by building up a killing station for killing elephants and rhinos. And also got the elephant boss and the rhino boss down here, so could harvest boss keys or skeleton keys for using for the chest, for getting the best possible weapons in the game. Okay, that's it for this time, and I probably will continue building this little tier 3 reinforced stone foundation building later on, but this is what you can do when you come prepared in a little bit more than an hour approximately. Okay, that's it for this time, and see you later.